the airport, just east of the airport of what we're looking at. Let's go and we're going to switch things up to see if I can get a little bit of a different angle on it. Show you all what is going on. We're going to go back to our velocity scan and let you see that. So that's the little notch that we're seeing right there in the western part of town. This is more than likely, this is radar indicated with it. Let me try to pop up some stuff so I can tell you all about it a little bit more. You're able to see there. This is until 10 a.m. at 9:20. A storm capable of producing a tornado was located near Shreveport area, moving north at only about 10 miles per hour. This particular storm here, again, is on the southwest side of town, and this is where the warning area happens to be that you're able to see right there. And if it continues on this here, and we'll put a little motion for you so you can see it, and it's moving up. It's really tough for us to pick up just because it is so close to the radar site. So I will go and tell you, everybody, right now, as far as what we are seeing here, we'll zoom out just a little bit. So I'm going to tell you that anywhere in Shreveport area, probably in the vicinity of the inner loop now, north of the inner loop, probably is going to be there from the east side of the airport, right along probably Mansfield Road area that you're able to see right there. Forest 171, Mansfield Road, Jewella area. Those areas there over towards I-49, up towards Interstate 20, and even downtown Shreveport. Just, you know what, make sure you just put as many walls as you can between yourself and the outside of your home for this particular storm that is moving on up, that managed just to pop up all of a sudden there with it. This is on the extreme northern edge of where we've had thunderstorms right now for us making their way on through. So we'll switch it back over to reflectivity and let you take a look at that and put the loop on it there for you. So there it is. You're able to notice it right there moving on across areas of the western part of Shreveport, just west of I-49. I-49 is situated right along here. This is I-49. This is Interstate 20. And so anywhere in that vicinity there, I would say right now, probably on the east side of the airport, the regional airport, not the downtown airport, the regional airport there, up to Interstate 20, up to the I-49 interchange area. That's the area right there for the short term. But anywhere still a little further to the north that you're able to see there across areas making their way up towards downtown Shreveport area, you have to be mindful of this also for it. So again, in case you're joining us, the National Weather Service has issued a tornado warning for southwest areas of Shreveport for a storm there that has made its way on into southwest Shreveport for us. And that is what we have going on right now. I'm trying to pull up some information for you from the National Weather Service here as far as what they are seeing and going on. For the moment, be patient with me here because this one popped up on us, and because it had not looked like there was indications of much taking place for a severe weather force, but we did end up having the tornado warning that was issued. And I told you the particulars just a moment ago. Obviously, they saw some rotation in this, and that is what we are doing for you for right now. So we're going to stay on this as with continuing coverage with this particular storm to see what goes on there with it here. My text messages are going off left and right there for us right now. But again, a tornado warning is issued. This is nothing confirmed as far as anything hitting the ground right now. Let's take a live look for you outside and let you see how things are looking to give you a little bit of perspective for you on that in the Shreveport area. We can't pick anything up right now. And the shot itself, there it is. This is what it looks like right now from I-49 tower cam as we look northbound there along I-49. And low-hanging clouds rolling in. We'll continue to keep a close eye up on this tower cam here. And guys in the control room, I can't always look at this one, but if you do keep an eye on this tower cam, let me know if you see anything interesting that may be rolling on into town right now with this particular storm. We don't have anything new. Do what now?
Patrick, if I may jump in here, buddy, too. The National Weather Service just a short time ago, about 4 minutes, just to reiterate what you were saying, they did issue that tornado warning for Shreveport, also Bossier City. This is going to last until about 10 a.m. this morning.
So as you're looking at it right here for us, the majority of it right now, if it continues at this pace here, and let's just go back to velocity scans for us so we can pick this out. It's probably more than likely here, and it's very tough to tell now. And we're also always wait for updated scans to come in, but the odds are we're dealing with a storm at this moment that is probably situated somewhere on the west side of Shreveport here. It's probably approaching I-20, probably somewhere just west of I-49. And if it stays together, it gets up towards downtown Shreveport area. Then in turn, it might be able to cross over into Bossier City. I'm hoping this is a short-lived system that we are dealing with here. I'm also hoping this was just rotation that they managed to see, and we don't see anything quite reaching the ground with it there. because again, we're on the very northern edge of this system here. We see a lot of these tornadoes and twisters that pop up on the southern edge of it. But again, we are on programming here on all of our platforms here at KTBS because we do end up having a tornado warning issued by the National Weather Service. It is until 10 a.m. this morning. So I'm going to broaden this out some for you and let you see what is going on with it. And I'll also put a track on it for you too. Let's take that off the screen and we will switch things over back to regular scanning there for you. It's very cluttered there on the screen. I apologize for that. It says only moving northeast at about 10 miles per hour. So very slow moving system too for us. So if we have this one here, it's probably in the vicinity getting close to the I-20 corridor area of in town, and if we go to the northeast at about 10 miles per hour or so, that gives you a little bit of an idea of where it's headed right through town. I would say anywhere in Shreveport, you need to stay alert to any changing weather situation for us for right now. We'll take this off for you. I'm going to remove this. We'll go in a little bit closer to give you the idea of the areas that I'm looking at the very closest, and let me move that once again. For us, and we will jump in here. So again, this is not something to run out and see what's going on. This is something here just to stay inside, many walls you can between yourself and the outside of your home. For us, communities there we're watching as I switch it back over to our, I made mention of, very difficult to tell here just because of the proximity to the radar site here with it. But I'm going to go with, for right now, you are looking with some type of circulation right around there. It's not anything strong or pronounced, but that's what we have to watch out for. So if that is the case, the areas that right now I'm watching to see, this is probably going to be the Warner Park area, I-49 up towards Interstate 20, Allendale, maybe downtown Shreveport as well, up towards North Market between downtown Shreveport and I-220. Those are the areas for the moment to, again, be very much aware of what is going on with the tornado warning that has been issued by the National Weather Service for us for right now. This is until 10 a.m. this morning, for it. I don't expect we're going to see much of this going on. This would just all of a sudden popped up. Obviously, something alerted to the Weather Service to say, you know what, we see circulation there. We need to go out there and go and issue a warning on this particular cell, since it is in the process of moving on through. Once again, this is a live look for you in Shreveport. It's going to be very difficult for us to now see anything because of the fact the rain has picked up, because if there was something for us to see, it would be further up the interstate there, more so towards Interstate 49. So unfortunately, we're not going to be able to go and pick that up for you for right now. But the tornado warning is there. Southwest Shreveport is what we are looking at. As you notice, no other warnings in place for us across the area. And we'll continue to watch and see what exactly happens with this particular storm as it makes its way on up. Let me shut this down because I know that there is very confusing. We oftentimes look at the velocity scans because that just helps us out the most in trying to decipher it too. We'll put this in motion and let us see. And you notice it there some. Let me see if they've issued any new updates on it to see if we have anything new messages. I got a couple of new things here for it. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm pretty much on. They're obviously, we're looking at weakening circulation with this. It was a tad bit pronounced. If you want to look at the very beginning of this radar scan, I'll try to point it out. Right through there, that's where you see how it's pronounced. That's where you see how it's pronounced there for it. Go ahead, Nate.
I was just going to say, buddy, just, I've been monitoring Twitter and social media from the National Weather Service, and they did issue a special weather statement for Zwolle, Pleasant Hill, and Commerce. That's expected to start until 10 a.m., but that's basically in reference to the wind. No hail expected in this area, but just high wind speeds, short bursts of, some heavy wind speeds there, probably associated with exactly what you're tracking right now.
What that is there, if you do go out just real quick to a little bit of a broader perspective here on as far as what we are seeing. That down there in that area is sort of the southern flank of most of the heavier line of thunderstorms, and that's an area also seeing the heavier thunderstorm as far as rainfall activity down in that region. They probably have some very gusty winds as we're able to see that too. So far, it's not really anything that looks like rotation in the storms, but of course that'll be monitored. The way it looks up here right now, with this is that it does appear that the rotation has weakened up a little bit, not quite as strong for it with it. And again, I'm going to put it in motion just to point this out to you all, is that you're able to notice as it moves on up into Shreveport. You see it right through there, jumps through and then goes up right through there. So it might probably be a little bit further to the west of where I was looking at a second ago, but it's on the east side of the airport. It looks like it's crossing areas of Interstate 20 right now, and it's doing that. We'll stay with it for a little bit longer. If I get some good indications that it's significantly weakening with it, we'll go back over to back to our news portion of things. But for right now, we will stay with this because just in case something was to change, those winds are probably going to be picking up too across areas of Shreveport as we just double check, take another live look for you as well. Can't really tell about the winds here picking up, but you can see where the rainfall is definitely starting to increase for us. But once again, National Weather Service did issue a tornado warning for Shreveport. Matter of fact, they may have canceled it, so hold on. Let me double check here. So I'm not shocked at all if they did. So anyway, that's good. That's good news. And if you told me, remember, I said I'm hoping this thing doesn't last long because it did not show the characteristics that we probably would be dealing with something very significant. But again, we want to warn the public about it. As expected, it did lose a lot of its rotation. So I don't know where you all want to pick things up for right now, but I'll stop my part of this. And I'll have more coming up in just a few moments, more than likely, when it comes to weather. But it's lost its rotation with it. And the odds of seeing something else are very slim. But, of course, that's something that we will watch and see, guys.
Yeah, and just nice job, Patrick. I mean, this kind of goes to show you how quickly something can pop up. I mean, in a moment's notice, too. And, great job to you and everybody else.
And I don't think we're going to hear any reports of anything, but, we'll wait and see if we get anything from West Shreveport there between the airport and I-49. But that's how things are looking right now. They did cancel the warning. The warning is now canceled.
Okay.
Awesome.
Interesting couple of minutes there.
Okay.
But
so Master Control, we are okay on all of our properties there with this. We'll just stay here on KPXJ with normal newscasts, and we can go back to regular programming now on everything else.
All right. Thank you,
Thanks,
Patrick. Appreciate that.
A warning to issue to pass along to you right now. Take a look at it. This is a storm south of Pleasant Hill, I should say, for us, and that's a storm that we're going to continue to monitor to see what goes on with this particular storm right now for us here in the Arklatex. I'm setting up something else here right on the side of a live feed for you so I can get this online for folks so that they have a chance to see what is going on with this particular storm. This is in northeastern parts of Sabine Parish and moving to the northeast for you right now. And stay with me here, multitasking to get this online so I can tell folks as well what is going on for us. So let me pop that up there real quick so I can go live and get that out there for also for them. So give me 1 second there. We got that with it. And but yeah, we do have a tornado warning that is in place for us in the area. It is in northeast areas of Sabine Parish right now. It is moving to the northeast for you. And let me go and I'll tell you some more information for it as soon as I get this popped up here, go live. So the information for you to pass along with: the National Weather Service has issued a tornado warning until 10:45. Severe storm capable of producing a tornado located 10 miles north of Manny, about 18 miles west of Natchitoches, moving northeast at 25 miles per hour. So this is what you're seeing, this particular storm right here for you on the map. We'll put rotation on it, gives a little bit of a better perspective on it, and this one does have that rotation with it for you for right there. It looks like it's going to be moving right along, probably north of. Let's put some motion in it and let you see it. And there you go. That's it right there that you're able to pinpoint for you and show it. We will go back and show you where the warning is itself for you, and then we'll go back to the rotation aspect of it too. But again, a tornado warning issued there for northeast areas of Sabine Parish. It looks like it's going to be moving right near Marthaville. It's probably near Marthaville right now. Right now, it's probably going to be heading towards Shamrock for you. This is in northwestern parts of Natchitoches Parish with this particular storm. Moving probably near or north of Robeline, Louisiana for you. This is more than likely the prime area of the rotation that we are looking at the most here on the screen that you're able to go and end up seeing. And let me highlight this for you so you can see it there with a little circle right through there with it. So we'll go and we'll put it into some motion and let you see it. Again, a tornado warning. This is issued now for northeastern part of Sabine Parish, northern parts of Natchitoches Parish for us moving to the northeast. We'll put some tracks on it to let you see it, give you a little bit of perspective on it too. This was actually a storm that during our live broadcast when we were on KPXJ a few moments ago that we alluded to as far as seeing the storms down in areas of Sabine Parish moving to the east. And we made comment about any of these storms could go and end up producing some type of small, weak rotation in it. This one here, it's a little bit better defined than the storm system that we had a few moments ago in Shreveport for you. So we will go, and let me just change up a few things here for you as far as let us be able to see here on the map. And I'm going to put a track on it for you, too. Let me first of all tell you the information there on it. Moving to the northeast at about 25 miles per hour. So at 25 miles per hour, and we're going to go back to velocity scan because that gives us the best idea of the center of circulation there. I think it might be a little bit bumped along there with the latest radar scan there with it. But if it does that right through there, and then it's moving to the northeast 25, gives a little bit of an idea. I think this is going to be a storm that will go and move into northwestern areas of Natchitoches Parish. And do that, and we'll go in. I'll give you an idea of where in Natchitoches Parish to go and end up seeing it. So I would say, again, Marthaville area, yes, watching the storm system there. Jumping on off to the east for you, there's some probably south of Allen, Louisiana, for you over towards I-49. But the most prominent area right now, it is heading towards Marthaville, and likely it might be in Marthaville at the moment. It's already probably over in Marthaville because the scans are a little bit different as far as the overall timing of it. With this weather system. But again, a tornado warning has been issued by the National Weather Service effective until 10:45 for this morning for us here. And see if there's anything new. We don't see anything new there with it. But again, this is all because of radar indicated tornado. And they typically will say with this, as far as being radar indicated, there is rotation there associated with it. There is rotation associated with the storm, and it's going to continue to move off to the northeast for us. So this is it right through here. It's right to the northwest of Roebeline for us, and so we will watch it move to the northeast a little bit more. Let me reposition the map here for us. And like I made mention of, the speed of it is 25 miles per hour right now with that tornado warning that we do have currently in effect for us here in the Arklatex. And these are brief little spin-ups. I mean, oftentimes they don't end up hitting the ground or anything like that for it, probably producing some very frequent lightning strikes also associated with it. So we will see there. But you'll notice here as far as the storms themselves as they continue to move on through the area there. So that's what we have going on for right now with these particular storms. So let me go and change up something here so I can interact with the map just a little bit better. Don't forget, we do have ourselves that marginal risk. It's a small risk of strong or severe storms here in our area that we have going on right now, but we do have that for us for now. Marginal risk for strong or severe storms. Not very great, but this is already our second tornado warning here for us for today. And so that's what we're dealing with for you for right now. That is why we are in the middle of programming, because of this tornado warning that has been issued. Had one a few moments ago for Shreveport. That one died down very, very, very fast, which is some good news there for us, of course, and seeing that go and end up happening. But now we have this one particular one that you're able to notice here down in Sabine Parish, moving into parts of Natchitoches Parish. We will highlight the warning area only for you, so you're able to pinpoint that and get a little bit of an idea. And now we'll go back and I will put velocity scan on top of it, and then we'll check out latest radar imagery too, all together with it. My speculation is right now we have the center of circulation probably somewhere right along Louisiana Highway 120, I bet, that flows halfway between Marthaville and also Roebeline. That is my best guess for it as far as where it is at this moment. Moving off to the northeast as we put the motion in it and letting you see in it. And it's actually moving a little bit more so to the east than northeast, it looks like. Nice little compact circulation there. Right, it's moving across now into northwest areas of Natchitoches Parish. Now this storm should stay north of Natchitoches, should stay north of Natchitoches for us based upon the current trajectory of it. But again, we'll have to watch and see, because again, I'm based that a moment ago. I just said it there, and I'm going to have to watch it because the Weather Service has it going northeast there with it. I think it's going more east. Now, if it does that, Natchitoches will definitely have to watch out for this storm. And we'll keep a close eye on it too to see what it does. And again, so we're interrupting programming for you folks. We will get back to your regular programming as soon as we can, but we are interrupting this because of a storm with a potential possible tornado with it. No confirmed reports or anything like that at all that is going on there for us in Natchitoches Parish. It's moving into Natchitoches Parish now out of Sabine Parish. So this is something that we will be keeping a very, very close eye on as well to see what we may have developing there. This is live in Natchitoches, Louisiana. We'll continue to monitor things there. So with it to see what we have going on with this cell. But again, we have a tornado warning that has been issued. It technically, by the way, is not in place in Natchitoches, the town right now for you. It is staying a little bit. The warning ends at I-49. Basically from Louisiana Highway 6 up northward there, all because, and it was issued because the National Weather Service saw this, and so did we, tightly compact circulation that you're able to pick up right through there that is now likely in areas of northwestern parts of Natchitoches Parish right now. And so we'll put this into motion for you and let you see it. So there you notice it, the storm itself as it moves to the east. Sometimes on some of these imageries, it's so tough to pick up where it is with it. But that's what we see happening right now. And you also end up seeing the velocity scan helps us out a whole bunch to get a better idea of where the center of circulation happens to be with the storm. But again, we're on live for you. Tornado warning issued by the National Weather Service for a storm there. So let's see real quick. Anything new here on this? Seeing for you, for us here, don't see anything. It's still there. It's not as tight as earlier. So they're still picking up the rotation there with it. Not quite as tight as what we had a little bit earlier on, but no doubt could be producing some hell there with it also. So let's go ahead and we're going to put this into play mode so I can go over here with it and show you some of these different things here. So again, remember a marginal risk for stronger severe storm in place for us here in the Arklatex. And right now, the storm we're really watching the closest is this one right through here. It's made its way across in the northwest areas of Natchitoches Parish for right now. Let's see if it's producing any hail, because I just looked a moment ago. It looks like it could be. Now, we're not getting any type of a good hail core, but, you know, I'm not going to be surprised at all. But as far as the velocity scan with it, you are able to see tightly compact little scan right through there. And it is making its way, moving to the east-northeast at about 25 miles per hour with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this little curvature on it and let you see it, and then move it to the northeast at about 25 miles per hour. And I think it's going to go a little bit further to the east than what they're currently indicating by that. And if so that was to go and end up happening, unfortunately, it jumped down there for it. Let's go back down to the south, please. There you go. And we're going to go and we're going to zoom in on it too, because unfortunately, whenever I hit that, it hit the wrong button there for it. So we'll go into where our storm is right here, and it is located right there in northern parts of Natchitoches Parish for us for right now. And again, we're on the air because it's a tornado warning that's been issued for this cell here that's moving into northwest areas of Natchitoches Parish, moving northeast about 25 miles per hour. And it's been moving a little east-northeast for you. And National Weather Service says the circulation is not quite as compact with it, but it is still there, as we can obviously see for ourselves. And it's probably producing some very gusty winds and quite a few frequent lightning strikes there associated with this storm also. And the warning itself, as you're able to see, this is our tornado warning. The cell has moved out of, it appears, Sabine Parish and is now in Natchitoches Parish, moving to the northeast. And that's why you're watching us here, whether it's on Facebook Live or it happens to be also there for you on our 24-hour weather channel, KTBS, KPXJ, is because we are on the air because of this tornado warning. It's been issued, not confirmed, but it does show rotation with it, and it's still out there as far as the rotation as it's moving on through. We'll go back to the radar perspective for us. We'll zoom it out just a hair and let you see this a little bit better for you. And let's go and see here and zoom it out some, and I'll put it there. We'll put a little movie on it and let you see as far as the actual movement of it as it's moving to the east-northeast. So Natchitoches, Louisiana, you want to make sure you keep an eye on this particular storm to see if it's going to stay together or not and come and move into your area, because the possibilities are still there with it. This storm here has better structure than what we've seen earlier. It could tighten back up for us there. So they were looking at it from a radar perspective a little further to the south there. That's actually Fort Johnson, which used to be called Fort Polk radar. And they're seeing looks like for them a supercell storm, a little small supercell thunderstorm associated with it. And so this is what we have, though, for us for right now is, let's zoom in and let you see this a little bit more so. With it. So there it is, the Storm 2. And I'm going to put rotation on it just because it just stands out and makes it look so much better. And we will go with the motion on it too, so you can see that. So what you're looking at there is the velocity scan of a storm that is moving to the east-northeast out of areas of Sabine Parish, moving into northwestern areas of Natchitoches Parish. And the storm circulation itself is probably somewhere right on the north side of Robeline, Louisiana, and it's going to keep going in that direction there. And I'm off to the side right now, folks, because I want to double check that other radar site just to see for myself firsthand how it is. And I mean, this storm is, a very probably potent storm producing very heavy rainfall with it. So that's what we got going on there for right now with these storms. So we are on the air because of a tornado warning that has been issued there for it, and that's our goal. Number one goal is safety first, and not the goal necessarily to be on here repeating ourselves over and over. It's for the fact that people just now tuning in for it, and this is an area smack dab in the middle of the Arklatex area there. It's a vicinity right there west of Natchitoches, Louisiana, moving into Natchitoches Parish, and that's what we are looking at. So we will go and switch it back over. And we'll stop this scan right here so you can see it. We'll stop it there for just a moment. So we stopped it there, moving east at about 25 miles per hour. And if it does that, there, still moving northeast at about east-northeast about 25 miles per hour. Force there, well, that's about 23 miles per hour, but you get the idea. And I'm going to zoom in I'm going to try to zoom in, I think, and let you see the track of it there, going right north of Louisiana Highway 6, crossing 485. It's probably already in the process of doing that. Going just north, probably it's going to be moving over Shady Grove Road area, taking over Old Bethlehem Church Road, towards Cary Scarborough Road. And this is all in Natchitoches Parish, folks, and then eventually to I-49. And this is based upon what I'm currently seeing with it. Now, it might shift a little bit north and south of that. I'd say areas of folks there along Louisiana Highway 6, between Robeline and the I-49 area over there on the west side of Natchitoches. Watch out for this storm. On the northern edge of it, you're looking at areas around Posey Road area there in Natchitoches Parish that stretches all the way over towards I-49. So that gives you a little bit of an idea of the area that we're watching the closest with it. It looks like it might be losing a little bit of its characteristics right now, some of the latest scans coming in, and we'll put that into motion and let you see why I have the track on it for that one particular area and let you see that firsthand. So let's go back over. I want to double check to make sure nothing has popped up. The Weather Service has not put anything new out on this particular storm that we are monitoring right now. And we will continue to monitor the storm to see what goes on with it. We're not going anywhere just yet on any of our platforms. We're going to stay put for right now and the reason I'm staying put with it too is because there was no tornado watch out. This is a situation here where we've had all of a sudden rotation pop up in some of these storms, and the Weather Service here in Shreveport wants to make sure to go on the side of caution to keep people informed of what is going on with any type of severe weather threats for us here in the Arklatex. This warning technically goes until 10:45 this morning, for this warning. So if you are in the area there of Natchitoches Parish now, for us, and we will go down and I will show you firsthand. What we're looking at is a velocity scan. And you say, why not the radar scan? Because the radar scan itself is so tough to pick up the center of circulation. But when we can take a look at that velocity scan, that helps us out a whole lot there with it. We're not picking much in the way of as far as hail, even though I'm not going to be surprised if we don't have hail in it. That'd be a little bit of a shocker. But the center of circulation is basically going to be right through here, okay? And the storm is moving to the east-northeast at about 25 miles per hour. So I'm going to shift the map over some, go out just a little bit, and I'm going to put a track on it for you. And that track is going to go about 25 miles per hour to the east-northeast. And as it does so, and I'll be honest with you, I put the track a little bit out in front of where the circulation is to take into consideration, number one, as far as where exactly it is. Number two, I want it to appear to you that it gets to you a little sooner than what it may actually get to you. And finally, Natchitoches is not in the warned area right now, okay? Natchitoches is not in the warned area for this particular storm. For you for the moment. We're waiting to see if the Weather Service elects to go and issue any type of new tornado warnings for the storm. Are they going to let it go and simply be a storm with a severe thunderstorm with the possibility for a tornado? Latest scans are not as prominent there with it. So we'll go back over here for you. I'm looking at Facebook. Somebody asked in Roebling, any rotation? I'm sorry, I just got back over there for you to take a look at things. But I'm going to say anywhere along and north of Louisiana Highway 6, and I think most of us now east of Roebling. East of Roebling there, but I'm going to show you just a moment, just so you know, so please just stay tuned with it. So let's see real quick. It looks like we're starting to bow out and gust out now. If this is the trend continues, we'll be able to cancel the warning. Stand by. So what's happening is these storms build up, and then they all of a sudden the air just starts to flow out of them, and the rotation is not as great. Somebody just asked on Facebook about Roebling. Roebling, the storm should be just east of you. But what we're starting to see now with this storm is basically a little bowing out part of it, okay? And sometimes we can pick that up on it. Yeah, it's probably further along than that, too. The bowing out's going really good now. You can see that bowing out. This is from our reflectivity perspective right through there. And what's happening is we're starting to see the cold pool of air come out in front of it, and it's going to start losing its rotation. So what does that mean for you overall? Tornado threat, not there, but we can still have very, very gusty winds that could cause issues in some locations. So just please keep that in mind there. Again, the reason we're on the air is because a tornado warning was issued for Sabine Parish, Natchitoches Parish until 10:45. It may be canceled here shortly. If it does so, we'll go back to regular programming, but don't forget, we will be back on the air coming up for you at 11 o'clock for our midday show on KTBS. But it's showing characteristics now of not as a tight, compact storm, and you'll see this as soon as I put in the movie. Do you notice there, all of a sudden, as it's moving on through, you'll be able to note right through here, watch it come through. It's not as dominant with that rotation that was coming on through the area. There it comes again, sort of losing, but we're getting a bowing out feature now with it. And so we're probably getting some gusty winds approaching I-49 there to the west of Natchitoches for us, and we'll put back on the radar perspective. And it looks like they probably did it. They probably canceled the warning. I'm jumping back over here. National Weather Service has canceled the warning. Okay, so we'll wrap it up here for us. Keep it here. We will have more for you as we have it. Going back out to a broader perspective, we just have a little bit of some storms that we're still looking at here across areas of the Arklatex, but we will monitor these and let you see. I will do another cut-in as needed for you on all of our platforms if we have the tornado warnings that are issued as well. So if you were still in northern Natchitoches Parish between Roebling, it's already east of Roebling, it's making its way towards I-49 right now over towards Natchitoches. You got a really strong storm, okay? Don't let your guard down. Really strong thunderstorm, but that's how it's going. But for right now, we are going to dump out of all of our platforms there for you, and we will now tell Master Control there to please go back, and you can return back for you on all of our platforms. And people on Facebook, I'll try to pop up a feed for you separately, but I have to end this feed right now because of how it originates, okay? But we'll pop up another one for you. Go back to all of our programming right now, Master Control.